Yeah, good morning to all of you. My name is Ashutosh Singh, Assistant Professor in Mechanical Engineering Department. This is lecture number 10. In this lecture, we will discuss about the problem which is based on a deflection of a beam. The problem which is based on a cantilever beam. The problem is a cantilever of 2.5 meter carries a uniformly distributed load of 14.4 kilonewton per meter length over the entire length. If the moment of inertia of the beam 7.95 multiplied by 10 to the power 7 millimeter 4, and the value of a Young modulus, that is E, is equal to 2 multiplied by 10 to the power 5 Newton per millimeter square, determine the deflection at the free end. So this problem is based on a uniformly distributed load whose intensity is 16.4 kilonewton. So this is very important problem. In case of cantilever beam with UDL, its shear force diagram always always lies in a triangular shape, and its bending moment diagram is parabolic in nature. So in this problem, the given data, the length L is equal to 2.5 millimeter or 2500 millimeter, and the intensity of the UDL, that is W, small w, is equal to 16.5 kilo Newton per meter. This is a load of intensity per unit meter. So the total load on the beam, that is represented by the capital W. So capital W is equal to small w multiplied by the whole length of the beam, or in mathematical form, capital W is equal to small w multiplied by the length of the beam, that is L. So it is equal to 16.4 multiplied by 2.5 or 41 kilonewton or 41000 Newton. So the value of moment of inertia of this beam, that is I, is equal to 7.95 multiplied by 10 to the power 7 millimeter 4, and the value of a Young modulus, that is E, is equal to 2 multiplied by 10 to the power 5 Newton per millimeter square. So in this problem, let's assume the deflection at the free end, that is represented by YB. So YB is equal to deflection at the free end. From the deflection diagram, it is clear the deflection is maximum at its free end, but the deflection at the fixed end will be 0. So the deflection at the free end, that is YB, is equal to WL cube over 8 EI. This is a mathematical formula for which we can calculate this cantilever beam deflections. So YB is equal to W is equal to 41,000 multiplied by 2500 the whole cube divided by 8 multiplied by EI, that is E is equal to 2 into 10 to the power 5, and I is equal to 7.95 multiplied by 10 to the power 7. So finally we get the result, that is YB deflection at the free end is equal to 5.036 millimeter. So it is the most important problem, yeah, cantilever beam. So the next problem is a cantilever of a 3 meter carries a UDL over the entire length. If the deflection at the free end is 40 millimeter, find the slope and the free end. So this problem is the reverse problem of problem 13.3. In 13.3 we have to calculate the deflection of beam, but in this problem we have a deflection at the free end, that is 40 millimeter, but with the help of this deflection we have to calculate the slope at the free end. The slope is 0 at fixed end, and the deflection at the fixed end is 0, but the slope is maximum at its free end, and the deflection is also maximum at its free end. So the given data, that is length is equal to 3 meter, that is 3000 millimeter, or the deflection at the free end, that is YB, is equal to 40 millimeter, or we have to calculate the slope at B, that is B is a point which is lies on a free end, and that is theta B is equal to slope at the free end. But it is very important that we can assume the slope in two ways. So there is a sign convention which is generally used for deflection of beam. If we measure the angle in a clockwise direction. In this case, the slope is negative. But if we measure the angle in an anti-clockwise direction, so deflection is a positive sign. So, but in this problem, the deflection at the free end is given by the equation yb is equal to WLQ over 8EI. So yb, that is 40, is equal to WL square multiplied by L is equal to 8EI, or simplification WL square over EI is equal to 40 multiplied by 8 divided by 3000. So this is equation number 1. But we know that the deflection at the free end is given by the equation 13.5, that is theta b is equal to minus WL square over 6EI. The negative sign indicates that we measure the angle in a clockwise direction. So that's why negative sign is used. So minus WL square over 6EI, that is minus WL square over EI multiplied by 1 by 6, but WL square over EI is in equation number 1, its value is 40 multiplied by 8 divided by 3000. So minus 40 multiplied by 8 divided by 3000 multiplied by 1 by 6. On simplification, we get the result, that is theta b is equal to 0.01777 radian. So this is a slope at the free end. So the next is deflection of a cantilever beam with uniformly distributed load for a distance a from the fixed end. So let us assume simply cantilever beam, that is A and B, that is AB, and its one of the end is fixed, that is A is a fixed end but B is a free end. So if we apply a load on the beam, so it is clear the slope and the deflection at the fixed end will be 0, but the slope and the deflection at its free end will be maximum. So now in this case we are applying uniformly distributed load, that is the intensity of W in between A to C. So it is from the diagram 13.5, it is clear the uniformly distributed load is applied in between A and C, that is the W unit per meter length, and C to B is a distance, that is L minus A. The length of the AC section is A and the total length of the beam is L, that's why the length of the BC is L minus A. So in that case we have to calculate the slope and the deflection at the free end, that is a B is a free end, C is a midpoint, C is a point in up to which uniformly distributed load is applied, and A is a fixed point. So a cantilever beam AB of length L fixed at a point A and free at a point B and carries a uniformly distributed load of W per meter length for a distance of A from the fixed end. It is shown in the figure 13.4. But we know that the slope, that is theta C, is equal to dy by dx at C, and yc is equal to deflection at a point C, and yb is equal to deflection at a point B. So the portion AC of a cantilever may be taken as a similar to the cantilever in article 13.4 in the previous case. Theta C is equal to WA cube divided by 6EI. In equation number 13.5, put L is equal to A, YC is equal to WA4 divided by 8EI. In equation 13.6, put L is equal to A. Since the portion C dash B dash of the cantilever beam is straight, therefore the slope at C is equal to slope at B. This is very important. Slope at B is equal to slope at C, because in between B and C there is no force acting in between C and B. That's why the slope at B is equal to the slope at C is equal to WA cube divided by 6EI. Now from equation number figure 13.5, we have YC is equal to YB is equal to YC plus theta C multiplied by C minus A, and putting all these value, YC is equal to WA4 divided by 8EI plus WA cube divided by 6EI multiplied by L minus A. So this mathematical expression of 13.A shows that the deflection at the free end in case of a cantilever beam is related to this previous discussion. Determine the slope and the deflection at the free end of the cantilever of a length 3 meter, which is carries a uniformly distributed load of 10 kilonewton per meter over a length of 2 meter from the fixed end. So in that case, the moment of inertia, that is 10 to the power 8 millimeter 4, and the Young modulus, that is E is equal to 2 multiplied by 10 to the power 5 Newton per millimeter square. And the given data are length is equal to 3 meter or 3000 millimeter, the UDL is equal to 10 kilonewton per meter, or the total length, the total load is equal to 10,000 divided by 1000, that is 10 newton per millimeter. The length of UDL from the fixed end, that is A, is equal to 2 meter, yeah, 2000 millimeter. The value of I is equal to 10 to the power 8 millimeter 4. The value of Young modulus, that is 2 multiplied by 10 to the power 5. Let us assume the theta b is equal to slope of the free end, and yb is equal to deflection at the free end. So using question number 13.7, we have theta b is equal to WAQ divided by 6CI. Putting all these value, we get the final result, that is theta b is equal to 0.00066, that is a slope at a free end, and the deflection at the free end is equal to yb is equal to WA4 divided by 8EI plus WAQ divided by 6CI multiplied by L minus A. Putting all these value, we get the result, that is yb is equal to 1.67 millimeter. A cantilever of length 4 meter carries a uniformly varying load of 0 intensity at a free end and 50 kilonewton at the fixed end. That is E is equal to 2.0 multiplied by 10 to the power 5, and I is equal to 10 to the power 8 millimeter 4. Find the slope and the deflection at the free end. So in that case, length is equal to 4 meter, that is 4000 millimeter. Load at the fixed end, that is W is equal to 50 kilonewton per meter or 50 newton per millimeter. That is the value of E is equal to 2 multiplied by 10 to the power 5 newton per millimeter square, and I is equal to 10 to the power 8 millimeter 4. Let us assume theta b is equal to yb at the free end, and theta b is equal to deflection, theta b is equal to slope at the free end, yb is equal to deflection at the free end. Using the equation number 13.11, we get theta b is equal to minus WLQ over 24 EI. This is a mathematical expression by which we can calculate the slope. Putting all these values, we get the results 0.00667 radian. The next answer is yb is equal to WL4 divided by 30 EI, and the answer is 21.33 millimeter. This is a load intensity diagram. 50 kilonewton the load at the fixed end, and 25 kilonewton load at the free end. Thank you. Today in this lecture we have covered a problem which is based on a simply supported beam, cantilever beam with UDL and uniformly varying load. In the next lecture, we will discuss about the problem which is based on deflection or slope which is subjected to movements only. Thank you.